Data from the FTSE 100 reveals a sharp divide in executive presence. While 85% of CFOs maintain a LinkedIn profile, only 32% actually share their perspective or post content. The executives responsible for an organization's most rigorous analytical frameworks and financial health are consistently the least visible members of the C-suite. To see what that silence costs, look at the scale of public board governance. Out of roughly 30,000 total seats, the subset highlighted here represents the 6,000 that turn over every single year. Headersight Media's research indicates that a dormant profile actively removes a CFO from consideration for these appointments. Nominating committees use these networks to vet candidates, and an empty feed signals a lack of the modern engagement they now prioritize. Many finance leaders stay quiet because of perceived risk. There is a common fear that any public post could inadvertently violate SEC compliance or constitute selective disclosure. Diagnostic audits by Headersight Media suggest this block is cultural rather than legal. Reputation-building content, like insights on the finance function or market dynamics, operates entirely outside the boundaries of material non-public information. The C-suite carries different expectations for different roles. A CEO might post a speculative vision that audiences accept as leadership. A CFO, however, earns trust through evidence, specific data, and logical frameworks. This requirement for precision gives the CFO a distinct content advantage. When a finance leader posts an insight grounded in data, it carries a weight of authority that more visionary roles often lack. Before you publish a single post, your profile must be optimized as a landing page that converts visitors into professional opportunities. This optimization begins with the headline using the Headersight formula: role, value driver, and forward-looking signal. A value driver, like driving finance transformation, communicates strategic weight. A forward-looking signal, like board advisor, flags availability for future mandates. The About section should be written in the first person. It must establish your specific point of view on the finance function, rather than serving as a passive career summary. This optimized profile structure clearly signals your current operational expertise, as well as your readiness for the very next tier of executive leadership. Headersight utilizes a structured content taxonomy mapping 4 quadrants. First, finance function insights, sharing operational metrics. Second, macro and markets, sector-specific reads on credit. The final 2, leadership and culture, and career and industry, establish your governance and board-ready expertise. Executing this framework just once a week places you ahead of most peers. For context, inside the FTSE 100, even the most actively engaged finance leaders are only publishing content roughly once per month. A personal profile using this structure achieves higher engagement than a corporate brand page because it prioritizes individual authority and authentic perspective. While a CFO's goals often center on board seats rather than lead generation, the mechanics of professional visibility remain consistent across all finance roles. The Yellow Ink case study provides a benchmark for this approach. A financial advisory director followed this protocol for 90 days. The data shows a $480,000 warm pipeline, a 4-fold increase in meeting conversions, and search appearances rising by 220%. The timeline begins with 14 days focused solely on your profile foundation. From day 15 to 30, you engage in active listening and comment on relevant industry voices to reactivate your network. During days 31 through 75, you begin publishing once a week across the 4 themes. The final 2 weeks are for reviewing your engagement data and doubling down on the topics that resonated most. The visibility needed for board appointments is a direct result of this consistent professional presence. A 90-day plan creates the network surface area required for those opportunities to reach you. CFO branding is the translation of offline analytical rigor into digital authority. You can access the complete diagnostic framework, full data tables, and the board-ready execution guide at the Headersight Media website. 46% of CFOs cite networking and visibility as the primary barrier to the next level of their career. This blueprint provides a structured path to clearing those visibility hurdles.